Hi, I'm Al Sutherland with your Mesonet weather report. The first 10 days of May have continued the dry west and the wet east pattern. Folks in the green band have had good rain amounts. Many Mesonet locations in that band recorded 2 or more inches of rain over the first 10 days of May. Our dry west and a wet east jump out on a 10-inch fractional water index map through April 8th. The east is dark green with lots of ones. Western Oklahoma shows its dryness with brown and yellow areas and fractional index values of 0.2. Going down to 24 inches, the dry areas expand with a number of locations at 0.1. 0 is bone dry. The east side of the state at 24 inches is wet, with many fractional water indexes at 1. Warm days have led to warm soils. Only 10 Mesonet locations had 3-day average 4-inch bare soil temperatures as of April 9th in the 60s. That left 110 sites at 70 or higher. The warmest 3-day average soil temperature was 78 at Weatherford. Here's Gary with a check on drought and green up.
Thanks, Alan. Good morning, everyone. Well, summer is apparently here, even though the calendar says it's early May. But I guess that's making up for the April we had that felt like it was February. Now, one thing that has been consistent throughout the entire year is drought. Let's take a look at that latest Drought Monitor map and see where we stand. Well, right now we're just continuing to do some fine-tuning to the map. We still have that exceptional drought, the D4 drought, and the extreme drought. Those are the dark reds and maroons out in far western Oklahoma. As we went down farther into southern Oklahoma with some of the more generous rains, but that's generally the picture across western Oklahoma. One thing we did need, though, was that rain to start to green up the state and kill some of that wildfire danger that we've seen so prevalent across the last 3 or 4 months. We can look at the relative greenness maps from the Oklahoma Mesonet's OK Fire program that helps train firefighters in the use of weather data. We can see the rapid greening of the vegetation across the eastern 2/3 of the state from last week to this week. That's generally what we need to kill fire danger. We look to the right of this figure and we see last year's map for the same time period, and that's after we had some really good rains across the entire state, and we had greenness across most of the state except the far western panhandle. Now, one of the things, in addition to the rainfall that helped us green up, is April was so cold, May actually turned into summer, as we said earlier, so we got some really nice warm weather that helps that vegetation start to grow. As we look at this, days with maximum air temperatures greater than or equal to 90 degrees, we see 7, 8 to 9 days above 90 degrees, and then that's one of the reasons why some of that vegetation has been allowed to green up. But it's a double-edged sword. That extra heat also exacerbates the drought condition. So what we need is lots of rain, and we need May to actually feel like May, not necessarily June and July. Well, that's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.